What is up, YouTube? It is your friendly neighborhood Chippy back again. And I think I left off, got kind of cut off last episode about NFL. I was in the middle of speaking about the fantasy football and didn't realize the end of the video was actually coming up. But big news today, actually. Big, huge news. Favre is actually back. He is coming back for his 20th, counted up 20th NFL season. That is a freak of nature. I have no idea what this man is thinking, but I mean, in his 19th season, he had 33 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. I don't know if very many young quarterbacks can do that. Not only that, he is 40 years old, pretty sure. But I just can't believe it. Which, I mean, it helps me out a lot because I kept Percy Harvin in my fantasy league. And I would certainly rather have Favre throwing to him than Tavares Jackson. But if y'all don't know much about football, well, I feel sorry for you. Football is a NFL football and college football. All very exciting to watch. But anyways, I really didn't have much else to say, but that is breaking news. And I think three of his teammates, including a kicker that used to be with him on the Packers when he played, Ryan Longwell, along with 2 others, actually went to Mississippi to get Favre out of there and bring him to Minnesota, because they don't even want to mess with Tavares Jackson, as would, I mean, no one should. But that's it on the NFL. And I think on the next few episodes, how I've been going over things about myself, I think I'm going to change it up a little bit and have either a sports news or just a major news section instead. I mean, because I've pretty much ran out of things to talk about. I mean, I got other stuff, but I don't need to let the whole world know too much about me when I don't even know you all. Anyways, so not much to this episode. It's gonna be quite short. It was just finishing up this castle, and also from here on out, my videos they're gonna get considerably longer because I'm gonna try to keep them together instead of splitting up castles like this. I'm gonna try to keep all castles together. But if I can't meet the new 15-minute rule that YouTube has here, then I guess I'm just gonna have to do separate episodes as this one is. But yeah, easy guys here to beat. Just fire some arrows at him, and we're almost to the boss. Almost to the boss of this dungeon. You go through this door, you got a few other little, I don't know, I call them, they look like the Joker, the hat, or some sort of jester of a courtyard, but it's just the head of them, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, beat them, you can pick up the pots, get an extra heart. I think there's 2 hearts, and the rest are arrows. Yeah, I knew I was right about that. And these 2 dudes, also easy to defeat. And then as soon as you enter the next room, you will be facing the first real boss of this whole game. Although the first one was, I guess, kind of a boss, mini boss, in the dungeon in which you saved Zelda from the clutches of the evil wizard. Now this boss right here is possibly the easiest one until you get to the second half of the fight. Then it becomes a rather long, drawn-out battle. But if you can get these guys lined up pretty good, you can just keep firing arrows at them, and they will die left and right pretty simply. It's not very hard. This game actually doesn't get very hard until you get to the Dark World. And when the Dark World rolls around, you better be interested in solving lots of puzzles and beating some pretty difficult bosses that cause a lot of damage. And you'll even run into a boss that's entirely too irritating to be in the light world. But I think that will be not the next commentary, but the one, I think it'll be the one after the next 2 that I do. But anyways, to beat this guy, I find it, instead of cornering him, because you really can't corner a guy that's just jumping all over the place, I find it easier to just hit him with a charged up sword whenever he gets close to you. But I did figure out, I've played this a few times, but after you hit him a couple times, you can just shoot him with an arrow or 2, and he'll go down. It's just hard to line him up. And remember how I told you the fairy that I acquired in this dungeon was going to come in handy? Believe me, it does, because I am a retard when it comes to moving with this laptop. Although, good news, good news. I ordered a USB Super Nintendo controller off of eBay, which should be arriving soon, very soon. And I'll tell you what, I'm excited about that, because I'm gonna have a lot of gameplays coming up even after this game, plus commentaries, and it's gonna make my life so much easier, because I'll be hitting. I mean, I'm using this laptop. I'll be hitting the wrong buttons. I'll be touching my my little mouse pad here when I'm not doing anything, and it'll click somewhere else, and stuff will stop randomly. But anyways, see the fairy. I was gonna edit this out, but it's a short video anyway, so I just decided to leave it in there. And I don't know, question of the day. Kind of early to be question of the day, but what do you think? What are your all's thoughts on Favre returning for his 20th NFL season? I mean, he's been in the NFL longer than some people have even been alive. I mean, you can be in the NFL at what, 22 years old? That's only two. He plays 2 more years. He can officially be a rookie twice. That's ludicrous. That is insane. And from pretty much coming, I don't know, coming from nowhere really, and just being one of the best NFL quarterbacks in the league. This is my opinion, anyways. That I think it's fantastic, just absolutely fantastic. But anyways, post your comments in the comments section on your thoughts about that. And I mean, even if you have thoughts about him leaving the Packers at one point, and going to the Jets, and then leaving the Jets to go somewhere else. Alright, so that is the end of this boss right there. Just pick up the pendant. I think you'll get a slight story. No, you won't get a story. But we will return to the Elder, which his name is, I have no idea what his real name is. I mean, it's right there. I'm not going to try to pronounce it. I'm not an English major. My English is not too bueno, and well, neither is my Spanish, but that's neither here nor there. But when you get to the Elder, he will give you like he gave you a small part of the legend before you entered this castle. He would give you even more of the legend after you beat that boss and bring him a pendant. Well, you don't really bring him a pendant, you just show that you have accomplished getting that pendant. And in order to get the Master Sword, you need all 3 pendants. And let me tell you, Master Sword is crazy. I love it. And I already have it in the game, and because I'm way ahead of my actual commentaries. And it's nice to have. Very nice to have. But it's kind of hard to read watching this little bitty screen. But I mean, I'm not going to read it anyways. I never really do. But I'll tell you what, this is coming to a stopping point. As you can see, you get the Pegasus shoes, which will come very handy for a few things that I'm getting ready to do in the next episode. But this is your friendly neighborhood Chippy saying he is out, and he will see you for the next episode.